Welcome or welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny, and we're trying something new. Got a little wireless new mic. Hello, can you hear me? Testing it on my titty. If you're new here, hi, I'm Danny. I'm a psychic and a stoner, and I love to combine the two. I also don't know what to do with my hands right now because I'm usually holding a mic with one of them and then just talking with the other one. So I'm very excited for today's episode. But before we get into it, you're gonna need a couple things so that you can be prepared. First, you're gonna need something to drink because I will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. Drink whatever you want. I don't care if it's juice, pop, milk, whatever, bitch. But I'm drinking some ice cold water, just like Sandy Cheeks. And then the second thing you're gonna need is something to puff on if you partake in gardening, like the internet makes us say and censor ourselves. And we don't wanna get age restricted, so that's what we're gonna do. So today I am smoking my Clockwork Lemon from Classics. It's a live rosin. I love rosin. You should too. It's a little sativa diva. Okay, let's just jump in because this topic is something that is heavily in the forefront of my mind, and so I have to imagine maybe I'm not the only one. I want to talk about how the internet is fake as fuck and it's affecting the way that I feel confident, and it might be affecting the way that you do too. And I also realized even I'm a little hypocritical. All right, let me tell you how I'm feeling and then I'm gonna tell you why. So basically, I know the internet is not real, right? Like we say this all the time, but as somebody who loves the internet, so I'm on it a lot, you can just forget. You can just easily figure it. As much as you're telling yourself it's not real, it's not real, they probably edit their pics, they probably do this or that. It's like, yeah, they might, and usually you can clock it, but sometimes it's great editing and it's hard to clock. That in mind, I feel like I was always telling myself, like, try not to compare yourself, whatever. Like, not everybody has flawless, perfect skin. Not everybody looks the exact same from every single angle, you know what I mean? Even I look different in real life than I do in photos, than I do in videos, than I do in other photos. Like, so I just had a shoot the other day, and this is what really made me realize, oh my God, I'm one of the hypocrites. We took some behind the scenes pics. We took, the photographer sent pics. I got those pics back fully raw, unedited, because like he's my friend. He always sends me the raw images. And I was also there, so I know what I looked like in person. I know what the pics look like, and I know what the behind the scenes pics look like. And it's amazing what knowing your angles, the right lighting, the right colors, and everything can really do for you. Because at certain angles, I was like, ooh, that bitch is a model. And then at other angles, I was like, girl, have you posed a day in your life? Have you worn clothes a day in your life? Like, why do you look like that? So that was kind of like what happened a few days ago, where that made me realize, like, oh, okay, so try to be easier on yourself. Certain pictures don't show, like, if I'm having a breakout, if I have a rash, I'm really bruised up from pole, if I'm scratched up from my dogs. Certain angles don't show that I'm really on my period and I don't feel well. Then other angles show that bitch is on her period and she don't feel well. Take a hit, bitch. Now let's get into really the meat of this episode. I was invited to a little fairy garden party, and I said, wait, that's adorable. I love the theme. I love the vibes. I love like the outfits of it. Also, it's going to be like a bunch of a really great group of gals, a great group of girls, gays, theys, and them. All the good vibes, right? So I wanted to go. I was excited as fuck, but I started my period early. I'm somebody who has hormonal acne, so acne went crazy, crazier than usual. I always get acne on my period, and every time I'm on my period, I tell myself, don't freak out. Every time your period comes, you think, God, I haven't had acne this bad in forever. Do I need to go to the fucking doctor again? And then it literally goes away when your period goes away. I know this, but it was such an intense period and it was irregular that my skin got crazy as fuck. So yeah, I'm nervous. I'm like, am I gonna walk in and see all these beautiful goddess little fairies in their little fairy garden outfits? And I'm gonna feel like the ugliest little troll to ever grace the fairy garden. So I was very nervous, but I tried my best. I put on an outfit I felt really cute but comfortable in. I did my hair naturally, how I just feel the best. Put on makeup that it's not too much going on. I'm not gonna be stressed about, oh my God, is it melting off my face, whatever. And I walked into that party. And you know what happened when I walked in? They shot me as soon as I fucking walked. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bitch, you know they were still the exact same normal, lovely motherfucking little fairy goddess babies that they always are. They were lovely. We had a great time. We laughed, we cried, we shit, we threw. I'm just kidding. We had a great time. It was so much fun. Everybody was so nice to me. I didn't feel like, oh my God, everybody's staring at my skin. I just felt like, oh my gosh, I'm having a lot of fun with my friends. I'm so glad that I came. I'm so glad that I showed up, made an appearance, showed a little face. So that helped. Like, that definitely helped. Weed also helps, so take a hit, and then I'm gonna tell you my secret sauce of what really helps. And don't hate me for it. You might not like it. But it's real. It's honest. So I've been watching Love Island, no big fucking shock, but a lot of reality TV nowadays, it's still heavily filtered, like the videos of it when they're in their confessionals or when they're just on the screen. It does have like a smoothing kind of like filter over it so that if they do have a lot of skin texture, wrinkles, whatever the case may be, you're not really going to see it as much. Love Island really doesn't do that shit. I like they do a little bit, but I mean, that is like direct sunlight a lot of times. That's poor lighting sometimes, like half the time. And there's a little cold sore outbreak going on among the cast. And I love that I'm able to see it. I love that I can see it and I can see the blemishes and everything because mind you, they're still baddies. They're still bombshells. New bombshells have entered the villa. They're still baddies and bombshells. Even if they got little breakouts and shit. I love that Love Island doesn't heavily filter the contestants on the show. It's fucking awesome. I feel like maybe they probably can't because it's more of like a hidden camera situation, not like an in your face camera situation. Anyway, shout out to y'all. And it's just like helping me remember, oh my gosh, like even baddies do have blemishes, quote unquote imperfections, which like imperfections make you perfect. And not on some, you don't know you're beautiful, because I actually fucking hate that. You should know that you're beautiful. You shouldn't be like, no, I'm not. I'm meek and homely. And then like someone's gonna be like, no, but I think that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that you look small and scared. Like, no, bitch, no, you're beautiful. That was a whack ass song. They were whack for that. Take a little hit. Actually, if you're watching Love Island, I'm a mommy. Mommy? Mamacita. If you're not watching Love Island, don't worry about what I just said or look it up. Anyway, I feel like what I have learned the past like week is that, bitch, I need to get outside more. I need to get off my phone. Or if you're gonna be on your phone, be outside around real humans just as much. And I am a homebody. I do have autism and I love to be home and I get like overstimulated a lot. But like just make sure to cut out some time to interact with real people in the real world. Even if it's just like going to the movies, going to the grocery store, like go shopping with a friend. Sometimes people need the buddy system too. Like if you're like, I need to get groceries done, but like I don't do shit if I don't have somebody here with me. So will you just come over while I'm like doing groceries or come over while I'm cleaning or whatever, but spend a little bit of time outside of just you and yourself in your little corner in your hole with your screen all the way up to your face and it's dark and you're hunched over and sorry, I was talking about myself. I just think I needed a little reminder that as much as I love being online, I am chronically online. Online and real life are not the same thing. They can be very similar, but they're always going to be a little bit different. The 3D is much different. So I hope that resonated with you. If it didn't, I'm so fucking sorry. Try again in 2 days. We'll be back with another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.